visible?
Yep.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So honestly, not much changed in terms of what they tried to do versus what actually ended up happening is now instead of the 2-day balance, we got a 3-day balance, and then you see that the value area low here, where they needed to get in, what happened? They needed to get in here and establish value higher, and look how quickly they came in here and poop. You know, the June value area low, we identified this, if you guys remember, on the larger time frame as an SR flip. And honestly, they were not able to. This is a strong high here. That's a really good rejection. And if you guys go back just on some, I would say 4 hours, and just look at what happens here. Let me just delete what the hell is that. Look at the typical movements. I would say maybe go on 1 hour. It might be better visible. Usually you get 2 tries before the collapse starts. So you have 1, come back, 2, then you have 1, 2, come back. Now you have 1, 2, and maybe we get another one here, and then we look for, you know, a dump, not a dump here. But doesn't mean, you know, all these sellers here, even though if you look at the footprints, NQ looks a lot weaker than ES at the moment, right? So ES might be leading this run. So if ES is able to break this 43.50 tonight, tomorrow, and I think we have data tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I mean, tomorrow's gonna be fireworks. Yeah. So you have PC tomorrow, and I mean, they're expecting a decrease and a flat month over month, year over year decrease by 0.3. I hope you guys are saving your money off of the food purchases and all the stuff that you guys are doing with that. Should be saving some money. I don't think that's true, but yeah. So tomorrow is going to be a big day. I think it's in the morning. Was that morning? Yeah, 8:30. So it's going to be fireworks. So now, you know, I would make sure that you guys are at least watching this 3-day POC here. Have it on your charts. And then do you see what happened in terms of value? Can anyone figure out actually value-wise what happened?
We stayed in the value. They didn't like it up higher.
Okay, that's pretty good. I mean, so if you think about it, right, they had, you know, they had this value here. We obviously went over that. So the 2-day value, I think it was somewhere around here. Yep. So 2-day value and this POC kind of match, right? I'm sorry, right here is a 2-day value at 38, and we broke. Man, this might just dump here while we talk to 18. I apologize. I was just looking at my accounts.
Shorty's in a trade.
Yeah, so am I.
You guys are silly.
I'm
So
short.
yeah. Oh, I should have been short here. I knew that this was gonna happen after hours. I had a strong feeling. I should have left my shorts. It's just volatile at the end of the day today. It was too jumpy left and right that it was impossible to almost trade. But value-wise, we went above, right? You came. Where did you go, right? You went to the June value area low, and who do we expect? Do you expect, you know, short-term traders to be there or long-term traders? Here,
Long term.
these are long-term traders, meaning these are not your short-term day-to-day scalpers, whatnot. These are big time traders. They're waiting for their opportunity potentially to offload. Because if you zoom out here, let's say you go on 3 hours, this is a consolidation here, right? I would say this is a consolidation here. And if you're able to grab, let's say, a smaller one from here to here, and look at this POC, they could even pump this all the way to 43.63, and it might be a good rejection as well. If you guys went on the footprints, you should know that at 68 level, right where we have the VPOC, does anyone know what that is? Does anyone have an imbalance on footprints there? 3 stacked imbalance? I do, at least. At 68, starting at 67, we have a really, really strong imbalance right here. And right now you have a VPOC. So if they do, PC might push this from here to there overnight. I would definitely watch for this area still. My idea of a relief, meaning that we're going to be looking a little bit more bullish, starts here about 43.50. We speed that up, right? If we get over 68, then you're going to get more and more momentum to the upside. So if you just draw your FBPs from here, and if you just click on the right tool. So here's your value area low of this rundown, and it's right at the POC as well. So this level is going to be pretty crucial, in my opinion, for rejection here. Okay. And now if you're able to reclaim this, then you have a high potential that you're going to hit that 4,500. And if you guys recall, even last week, I think we're going to come back here before next leg down. So it doesn't matter when we get there. It just matters that you understand at what point do you turn bullish. And for me, where this says some relief bounce, I think there's a high chance that we reverse there and continue to this target. Because the profile, just look at it. There's no liquidity. These would probably be single prints. If you were to grab, what is this, like 10 days? These would be single prints here. Okay. Now let me just look at the weekly because we're almost done. Okay, so weekly is there, and then this is your weekly VPOC as well. For newer folks, that just mean this is a virgin POC, meaning it hasn't been tested yet. And you guys see that this here, the previous week value area low, is a big level. It's an odd level because it's 98, very close to 4,400. As we start approaching here, I would expect retail to start hopping into calls. And that might be, where, they struggle and they learn a hard lesson of being accepted in a value. What we need to see is, first, to go here, probably some rejections, and then we need to see something like this, right? We need to look for this right here as an entry right here. This is your entry here for long. Then you're targeting right here. This would be your target. So you're looking at right about 100 points, right? So I'll definitely keep an eye on that, right? I would be interested in taking along and maybe even setting up some calls on a weeklies or maybe 2 weeks out on SPY and then basically play this because that would mean SPY would be very close to 450 as well. So I'll definitely watch this as a reversal level. And I kind of wrote it here so you guys can say, oh, I was not aware, right? So that's a big level there. On the downside, this thing again. On the downside, anyone want to take a stab what needs to happen?
We need to go down.
That is correct. On the downside, we need to go down.
We need to
Guys,
break
you're not
that
asleep. We're
3-day
gonna move this
POC.
to 9:30, man. We're gonna move back. We're gonna move the watch list to 10 o'clock. When is that time savings coming up? Is it November 4th or? All right, so this is our weekly. We're inside. Yeah, we're probably most likely, I would say, we're headed to this 3-day POC, which is huge level. We'll check the footprints to see if that delta went down. But there was a big delta, if you guys remember, from 2 days ago at this level here. So I would be really surprised if we don't get some kind of bounce here at this level here. It's just that this candle here on 65 minutes overlapped completely and bounced off of the PD value area low. Okay, so for me, there's not a lot of meat below. So I would look, if I see any weakness, if you're not able to reclaim this 36, then we have the weakness to go all the way down to 15. And then here, I would say you got to be careful. You got to auction below this 303. Once you clear that, then you have the 92.87 area. Breaking this really opens up, as you guys know, potentially all the way to 22, about 60 points below this. So I'll watch the 3-day value area low that will just drop. Where is it? See what comes out. Yeah, so it's like right here. The yellow line is our contract switch gap to the bottom. That's 15. So balance there, we should be in balance here as well. Yeah, we're definitely in balance, and you see where the value area high developing is. So this one is right at this range here. So I would expect this to be a nice little bounce zone here. Something like that. This is a pretty good level. So once we lose this level, if we're able to auction below that, I think we open up more. And I would think if we are able to crack through this, that we have a chance to slice as long as we clear these liquidity traps here. Okay, so that'll be my bias for bearish. And then any, auction higher and fail like we did here, they're able to do that and fall back inside. That's also very bearish. Dumpsty, are you short?
No, not right now. I should have done it earlier.
Yeah, it's too late now. They might bounce here, although it's 3:30. Okay. So any questions on ES? It's fairly simple just because not much changed. Trying to figure out where my charts are. Okay. Man, this grouping, golly, I have to find them in the corner of the damn. Oh, wow. You guys see anything interesting here?
43.15.
Oh my God. Yeah, 43.15 still fairly important.
Yeah, that was huge today.
Oh my
There's
God.
like 5,000 contracts that somebody banged at once.
I mean, this is, holy shit, dude. The notional value here is, I'm just thinking in my head, trying to multiply. This is over what? Over $100 billion right here. That's huge. I mean, losing this, I think, is a real sentiment. And then you have this volume node here. I mean, high volume node here, if you want to call it cluster. That's important, right? So when you guys look at your regular candles, you really would not know much about this cluster. If I just go here, how would you know that this is, besides some of you guys that know that this is a secret demand? How would you know that there's a cluster here? You would not, right? So when you look at the, when you switch to cluster and you look at this, you can see a little bit, imbalance, right? So you see the volume is picking up and creating this right here, a lot of volume. And then it's much easier, I would say, to see it. If you do single and you do volume, now you're able to see much easier. So these are your basically volume profiles. And you see here, I mean, 12,000 contracts in this area here. So in 65 minutes, they'll combine them. Yeah, this is a huge level here for down. So losing 25 almost guarantees that you're going to hit 15. And I mean, this area here, guys, is stacked. If you lose 15, something's off in the market. Somebody knows the data from, I would say, somebody's aware of the data of PCE. Because this does not, this just doesn't make sense. If you're able to go through that, that means you had some knowledge of data. So right now, I would probably watch this 25 level here, see if we crack, because I think it's going to be quick that you go at least 20 some there, but there's a lot of sellers in the area as well. These sellers are more powerful than this guy. And then you're going to have this huge delta here of now 16,000 cumulative because I increased the clusters. Okay, let me check on daily just to make sure. I mean, on daily, you would think this is a reversal, at least I would, right? So you have this POC here, and it's, again, 2 days aligned up at 15, and it's a high volume traded. So a lot of people got, they bought the 43.15. So guys, if they slice through this 43.15, it's going to be a really violent down, because these people are going to have to do what? If they
or cover.
They're gonna have to cover, man. They're gonna start hitting stop losses, just like when sometimes we hit the, those weird candles lately up where it's 0, 0, 0, 0. Well, you might experience that on the other one. Yesterday when I was trading, I did see some spoofing on order tape. I don't know how valid that is, but they're fucking with liquidity. That's illegal, right? So even though SEC doesn't pay attention to it too much, right? But it's definitely legal to have large orders, and right when they're about to be executed, they pull them out. Right?
Wasn't that the reason for the 2011 flash crash?
Pretty much, yeah. Spoofing, and then they had the Dodd Act, right? That got passed, and then they prevented it. I just put the quotation marks around that. But it's being done a lot, right? And I think it was yesterday. I was like, what? I was looking at it, and on this tool in Quant Tower, you have something similar to heat map, and you can see actually the liquidities. And man, it was just there for a moment, and literally just removed. As soon as they moved it, movement started happening, right? So that's definitely legal, but not much any of us can do here, right? That's the name of the game. And then on the weekly, I would just check to make sure nothing is odd, because look at.
You got about 70K delta positive in 4 days.
I mean, yeah, look at this.
And we're just hanging at the bottom, so somebody's
buying, but
yeah, somebody's buying to send it higher.
Morris month's end as well.
Dumpster, are you buying?
I'm buying. I'm holding.
Are you holding?
Holding.
Nice. Man, this is an interesting. Yeah, this is a big level here. If they crack that 25, I'm pretty sure we're gonna hit 15 here overnight. I'll probably go long here at 15. Just FYI, I'm gonna take a long there. I don't see any imbalances. I'm kind of surprised right now.
I see a sell at 68. That's all I see.
That's the only one I see. 68 is the only one that I have on my charts. Let's see.
But I mean, they haven't really moved anywhere in 4 days, so.
42.90.
I mean, this is, I had some here. I don't know if you guys saw these guys. Right here, there was some, and this was a weird one today. Did you guys notice this at all? The completed auction here? Can anyone diagnose what happened here? Just pay attention to this. You guys see what happened? Anyone?
I can't explain it. I could see that there's volume at the top and not in the next 30
So,
minutes.
Look at this. Right here, you had, I would say, lower highs, right? And then you broke the lower highs, and then look, they had violent buyer come in. They pushed the price higher. Then they had, seems like a small pullback, and then somebody was trying to play the breakout. And whoever played the breakout, I guess he's still holding that candle because we never auctioned higher than that. So that's called a trap. They really trapped this guy here. They trapped him here. He went higher, and look at the sell-off here. And then they made sure if you complete an auction, right? Just remember that if you complete an auction, right? Most likely you're going to do what with the auction? Going to reverse it, and the auction is going to start on the opposite way. Now, it's completed. You don't have anything. Now you have to auction all the way down till you find what? Till you find buyers.
Value buyers.
Yeah, you need to find somebody who's willing to buy at the price you're offering. And the offer came in all the way down to 34, and then they found it. And now you see what happened to these guys, like, right? So you see they bought it with the completed auction. And now when you go back, and let's say I just draw this guy here for a moment, we are below him now. So now if they want to go higher, right, we need to auction probably above this POC 34. Then you're most likely going to target these guys here, right? So you have a failed auction here. Just know that this is crap volume, and you can tell here by the footprints and the width and the volatility, right? But you have no reason right now, tonight, to visit this. There's no reason to be going there, right? So I doubt that we're going to go there tonight, but could be wrong. I just don't see any reason from, let me just look on small. Yeah, there's some sellers here, man. At 40 here, they're pretty aggressive. At 330, a lot of this is one buy. Well, this is one seller here. You don't have same quantity. This is a guy trying to get 1,000 contracts here. One guy. Complete. Yeah, man, this is disgusting here. Yeah, we're going to 25 right here. Does that make sense though? The trap, or no? Do you guys follow? Even this guy here, I mean,
Yes.
he tried to go and then they finished him off. I'm looking at the bottom to see what they did. There's a lot of buy side imbalances right at support. And it seems like this one hasn't been tested. Let's see if it's a. Do you guys think this is a true imbalance here, or it looks a little weird?
It looks weird. Is that secret, the secret supply there, or what do you call that?
Don't see. Do you look at this? You see this? And then you have another guy coming in. And so, and look at, this was your previous high here, and this was your double X POC for the candle. So it was a resistance. And what do you think? Some people might have shorted here of zero and completed auction. High chance people were short, and then what did they do? They basically ran stops, and then they got triggered on buying. And look at the size here. Not much at all, right? The volume is crap right here. So losing below this area, right? See, I'd say if you lose 306, you can most like, excuse me, catch 300 easy, but not something I would entertain close to the support. Yep, so it seems like they did pretty well on this squeeze. I personally think we're going to go down. We've tested the highs. Unless they're able to run some magical numbers on PC and make it look like it's healthy, then that's a different story. But I don't see us going higher than 50 for this week. If they're able to reclaim 50, then sure, I'll turn bullish, but I just don't see how they're going to pull that off. And for short now, watch this level here. If anyone's playing, it's going to be here or this POC here. I think they're going to push it right here right now. And I'll look to get in. And there it goes, 30. Yeah, they're good. Man, the volume is pretty aggressive at night right now. I took a short here. See what they do. Okay, let me just go. Why is this here? What the hell?
Can you check in Q2 after?
Yeah, I wanted to. So NQ has an imbalance here at, these are two stacks. Just go change it. Not much here. There's a double. Yeah, So now watch this when they increase this to about 4 or 6-ish. Watch that area there. I want to get these to line up to give me one yellow line. So it's around here. 775. Yeah, they're in trouble here. Once they crack below this, below 826, you're gonna hit 775, so 50 points from here. This would be the level you're watching, because if you look here, if you just zoom out a little bit, let me go, well, this one's not bad, just 30 minutes is my default for analyzing. Let's see, 9 a.m., 9:30, so look here. I'll go change this now. So here's your 9:30, 9:10. I'm just gonna zoom in a little bit. Completed auction, and then look what happens here. Just pay attention to the auction a little bit lower. They come to the high volume node of this, right? Right here. They come into the high volume node. They establish. Man, they had a really good dump here at 10:30. Really nice dump. Did they complete this? They completed it. They auction lower. Man, I don't know who expected if you guys had any levels here at 680, but that's really unusual the way they did that one. C6. Gotta be able to see some of these numbers quicker. This is the one that interests me, right? When they came here, they had a complete and failed auction. This is the level that you're watching for a bounce. This right here is the level they're gonna revisit tonight, tomorrow. And this is not a bad level to go long. I'll watch for this. And you see that there's some aggressive buyers on this candle here. They have some profit taking here. They dipped and then they continued higher. Failed auction here. Completed on the bottom, and then they trapped a lot of, I guess, shorts here. They trapped a lot of shorts, completed auction, and then they pumped. I did not see any completed auctions. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. That was the one. I was surprised that there was nothing. Man, they rejected right here at 50. Somehow I think I had NQ 50 for some reason. Yeah, I did have this level. So they pumped pretty good. I mean, they did a good job. They came right to 950 and then sliced back in. Yeah, we need to clear. If you want bullish bias, you gotta break this level here. This is a key level to break here, 986 on NQ. If you're able to crack this, I mean, you have 986 to about 400 points, 410 points to go. And that would happen rather quickly. I mean, just think they were able to drop from 374 to 855 in 2 days. I'm pretty sure they can do this in 1 day. If we crack above this 986, I would not look short at all. This would be the level I watch on that. And then you can also look from this perspective. And you'll see pretty close to the same thing here. Value area high here. So on the longer scale, swing scale, this becomes your almost like tough zone to crack. And if they're able to crack this, then you're targeting this guy here. It would be here. Does that make sense? That's your bigger picture.
Yeah, 986 is really close to the August value low.
So I would make sure that
Also-
I'm above this zone here. If I was to look for, sentiment and running of, quick 200-300 points, that's the zone that I would look for. Okay. Where's this TPO chart? Man, they came right to this volume down here. You guys see on TPO, on NQ, if you're able to crack inside what we're defending right here, you don't have much really stopping them visiting 744 tomorrow. So TPO on this is right here. What is this? 832, crack below that, then things really start to open up. Let me just make sure here. And they have single prints to clean up here at 796. Yeah, definitely single prints there. And some single prints here for overnight 862 and what is this? 847. I think they'll crack that tonight. Yep, so I'll play this. Once they lose this, they spend at least 30 minutes below 830. Then you're gonna catch 796. You lose that, you get 746 and below. Man, you guys see the volume node that they built here? And then Q is really, really strong now.
NQ's moving up. It got a big volume a
Just
couple
now?
minutes ago. 5-minute candle.
They're running some stops here. This is a good short here, or if they crack below now.
Wow, they moved that one.
If they dip here, this is a good short on NQ. They're selling here. Let's see. Wow.
They're running for the VPOC at 54.
That's what I have. 55, 54.
Yeah.
And that's a good level right here, actually. I'm probably gonna take short at 854. They might lose it right here, but they might bounce it again right now, like from here and run it. Ah, bastards. Do one more run.
I'm push.
You just forced
Just
me
a
to
little
load
more
up.
patience.
Just forced me to load
Yeah.
up Quan Tower.
They might not give it to us. They should run it from here though. But these morons don't know what the fuck they're doing. Look at the bid that just came in here. They need to go higher. Somebody bought it back here. See that?
There you go. Come on.
I don't know if you guys saw that number jump to 19.
35's the high mark, or the high delta.
No, I'm watching this guy here that keeps buying.
Come on, buddy, buy it.
You're rooting, all of us are rooting for him. They cleaned up that single prints that I just mentioned. They're probably gonna do it tonight. I didn't think they would do it like within 20 seconds. They hit the single print 849.75, cleaned it up and didn't like it. Oh man, should have taken it here, 847.
Went all the way to 850.
Yep.
Would have been a nice short at 50.
Yeah, I wanted to take it below this fucking
Ah.
A. Come on, dude. They're gonna bounce right here, 835. Is that what you got?
Yeah, this is gonna bounce right here, I think. Either that
Yeah,
or a little bit
34 and a
closer.
half is the forming POC on the 5-minute.
Yeah, this should bounce right here, right now.
Yeah, 35 is. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
don't like overnight. It's too weird.
Let me look at the moves and volume. There was 598 contracts moved that maybe moved 25 points. This looks like a dumping coming. One more bounce, I think, but man, come on, give us 55, please. I'd leave that overnight. Yeah, this is a big, big level for them. Alright.
60 and down.
60 and down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Sure, I follow.
Need 60 short.
I would look at 55-ish. I don't see. Are you talking about it because of this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's bigger in my chart.
That's what she said, yeah.
It's always the claim, huh?
I think they're gonna pump one more time. Come on, defend your position, guys.
Man,
There's a lot of bid here. Look at the bid side. The ask is almost like it's not even there. Somebody's selling really hard. Come on, bud. This is Dumpsty where you make up for it, you know, being really hard to deal with, and you put 100 orders on at the ask.
Get right on.
Yeah, 14K contract margin right now. Yeah, that's what I would do if I was Apex. If you don't want people blowing up accounts, just put the margin so high nobody will trade it. Alright guys, well, I'll be live tomorrow. I'll share what I see if I see anything overnight, but 8:30 I would expect some crazy fireworks, to be honest. I just don't see, unless we get the PPT and Joe involved, I don't know how they're gonna bounce it or how PC is gonna come in normal. Just, I don't know, it doesn't make sense. But I would expect us to go here to 858 and maybe even 862 is a single print. The only one that's remaining right now is 862. So Shorty 55 and I'll have some orders at 861-ish and go from there. Alright guys, well, I'll see you tomorrow and let's check. See if we can make some
thanks,
money.
Shorty.
Good night,
Later.
Shorty.
Guys.
Later.
Night.
Night, Shorty.
Bye.
Night.